Sometimes our worst natures get activated by people from other lands, from other cultures, by people we don't understand immediately when they're in the neighborhood with us and that we don't maybe get chances to know very well. And it can activate something about our human response to difference that isn't a very attractive quality. So you go back to Scripture and you say, oh, that's why this is a commandment that repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats, because it's hard to do.
Pues, okay. Soy Jose Robles y pues de mi personalidad, todo el mundo me conoce en Lakewood, que soy una persona buena, gente con muchas gentes y pues más que nada con mi familia, es enfocarnos en la familia.
Part of working for justice and peace over all the earth is to be prepared as churches to welcome and to come around and support and get to know people and tell them, you know, this is going to be a safe place for you.
Pues muy difícil estar separado de la familia, de mi trabajo, que es lo que he hecho toda mi vida. Desde que tenía 13 años, puro trabajar para sostener mi familia y todo eso. Y ahorita extraño tanto mi trabajo, estar cerca de mis hermanos, toda mi familia. Es difícil, pero por una buena causa, pues tenemos que superar todo esto y esperar buenos resultados.
Kind of like this congregation coming back to its roots as a welcoming place in the 1880s for immigrants from Sweden. It's something that's been in us all along. And I think it was just this way of turning things just a little bit so that we could see that not only our neighbor's need, but our capacity to serve our neighbor.
We can only work together because we know each other, and as we know each other, we trust each other. And when we trust each other, we can stand together at times when we may be taking some risks for justice.
To be in support of Gethsemane, what we decided early on is that we all couldn't provide sanctuary, that is, equip our congregations with an apartment, but we could. There was a lot of need for supporting, well, certainly supporting monetarily, but being in contact with the people, helping them to find resources that they needed for their children.
I think the amazing pieces have come in not only other Christian communities working together, but people of other faiths and of no faith.
The scripture said, love your neighbor as you love yourself, no conditions applied. So that's what changed in me, the way I look at strangers, the way we welcome strangers. I mean, I'm really happy that I'm a part of a church which did this.
It was really nice meeting Natalie and Jose and her family because like I knew I was gonna make a new friend. And I felt really glad about it.
We didn't entirely know what we were getting into. I think of that a lot when I think about the story of Jesus, and I'm not sure that a lot of those disciples knew what was being asked to follow this man.
Just find what's needed in your community, work with partners who have their ears to the ground and know what's going on in the immigration community. Don't be afraid, or if you are afraid, harness your fear and turn it towards positive action.